What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I guess the scumbaggery is not limited just to the TRX. It looks like dealers are already taking a $1,500 to $5,000 fee to get put on the list to order the Rumblebee. Look, I'm going to tell you now, if you work for a dealership, I'm launching this website here very soon, and it's going to get big really fast because I'm going to hire some actual journalists to work on it. We're going to pay actual good money, and I'm going to literally put my foot on the neck of these dealers that play these fucking games. I'm sick of it. Look, it's bad enough that a consumer is going to have to pay over $100,000 for one of these anyway, for a TRX, right? You see it in the scene, all right? For a 2027 TRX, nicely optioned like this with the roof and everything else, you're looking at like $114,000. Now you're going to try to bend somebody over for an extra 20, and this is not a limited production vehicle. You can order as many of these as a dealer. Yes, I mean, they make a certain amount of, a year or whatever, but it's not like, they're only making 3,000 and no more. It's not that kind of situation. And these dealers are playing that fucking game again. And the Rumblebee's the same shit. The Rumblebee is not limited production. Well, I think it's time for us to start putting foot to ass. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to have this site up, and I'm going to have a list of good dealers where you can pay MSRP or under, and I'm going to have a list of bad dealers. Believe me, you don't want to be on the bad dealers list, because I'm going to do a weekly thing where I just go do Google reviews and Yelp reviews, whether it's fair or not. Because something has to make this shit stop when it comes to these fucking dealers. It's just absolutely insane. And the brand has to deal with enough bullshit as it is right now, with them rapidly trying to get a V8 into a car, and everybody complaining and getting in the comments and being negative on everything that's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram are doing. And then you want to put an anvil around their neck and throw them overboard and try to charge consumers an extra 20 or 30 grand on a Rumblebee or a TRX? You gotta be fucking shitting me. Roll the intro. Perfect. Oh, guys, you really, you can't make this stuff up, man. I got some text messages that came in from different people, and I'm going to do that in a different video because I'm going to target that dealer directly. I'm going to call out that dealer, call out what they said in their messages, and how, it's just the price of doing business. If you want one of these, no, if you want one of these, you can find a dealer that sells it for sticker. Now, this is a both-way street, okay? I don't want to hear this also from you guys that are consumers that are going to get my comments and go, man, I really don't want to go all the way to Texas. If you're in Minnesota, or I really don't want to go all the way to Mississippi. Tough shit. You go where you get the best price. Look, is you flying to Mississippi or Texas, for example, from, say, Minnesota or Michigan, and saving $28,000 worth it? Because you could fly first class, right? Probably get your sucked, go out to a club, have a $1,000 tab, all of that, come home and still probably save 22 grand on a TRX. Is it worth it then? I think so. Like, it's common sense. You either want to save the money or you don't, all right? All this, I had to pay over because it's the dealer by my house, shit is stupid. Stop doing that. This is the only thing that I actually like about Carvana buying Stellantis dealerships, and I hate Carvana. I hate that company with a passion, and you know it, for those that have been here for a while. But they do have a model. Like, if you have your own financing, you could actually do okay with them if you're buying a new car. So let's say you're buying a TRX from one of their Stellantis branded dealerships, right? A Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. That's Carvana, right? So you get that and crush it. Am I like advocating for Carvana? No. But they literally set a price. They don't set... The price is the price. There's no bullshit when you get there. They're not going to sell you $800 lug nuts. They're not going to sell you a $20,000 markup. They're going to put the price of what they think they can get for the truck on the site, and that's it. That is the benefit of it. So, and I didn't want to make a super long video on it because I'm going to start getting into these dealers from people that are sending me. If you got text messages from these dealers telling you it's 20K or 30K over sticker for a TRX, I want to see them. If you got messages, for the Rumblebee, and they're trying to get $3 to $5 grand just to put you on the list, I want to see them. Send me those messages. Send me those emails. I want them because I'm going to get dead off in their fucking ass. Because that is the only thing that these dealers respect. Because yes, let me tell you something. Do they make money if they sell that car for 20K over to somebody? Sure. But guess how much money they lose if I start going over their negative reviews and videos and I start paying so that Google indexes that shit higher. They lose a lot more business than they make off that 20K off that truck. And the dealers know it. They're not stupid. That's why they will literally call and be like, what can we do? What can we do for you? How can we make this right? No, it's not about me. Stop being a dick. Stop trying to scam a bunch of fucking people. Charging $20,000 over MSRP for a not limited vehicle is a bitch move. It is a sucker move, and I'm going to call it out consistently. You might not like it, dealers. Stop doing bullshit. Make your money the legitimate way. Sell a good service contract. Something along, and don't force them to do it. I'm telling you now, when this website gets built, when I get this fucking site up, and we have the list of good dealers and the list of bad dealers, I'm not gonna say it'll be just because of me that bad dealers go out of business. But don't think I'm not gonna use my platform to harp on these motherfuckers all the time. All the time. So, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you do have that, like I said, you can go to the About section, get my email. You can send me a DM on Instagram. That might take longer for me to get, but if you send it to me an email, somebody on the support staff that manages like my orders and other stuff, they'll get it to me. But if you send the email, that's probably the quickest route. But you got screenshots of phone conversations and it actually goes to the dealership or somebody that works at the dealership, because I'm going to check. Yeah, I'm going to cook that dealership. And this should let dealers know. I bet you there's some people that work at dealerships that are like, oh shit, he's back to doing that. Yes. Because we're not doing this. Those days are over. COVID's done. It's 6 years later, man. There's no shortage of vehicles. They're going to keep making these shits. It's not like they're just going to stop making TRXs. They sell. So, if they sell as quick as the dealers get them, guess what? They're going to pump more out at Sterling Heights. There's no reason for you to be selling shit for 20. And I already know what these scumbag dealers are going to say. Supply and demand. Supply my balls. Supply and demand my nuts. Stop fucking over the brother/sisterhood, the brotherhood of muscle. Stop doing that. Stop fucking over the people that allow you to be in business. Yes, and I said allow you to be in business. Because, let me tell you something. We start publishing a shit ton of videos on you bad dealers, get how much business you get. Yeah, you'll get the people that are actually not on the internet. You know, some old people. You know what I'm saying? People in their 90s and shit, that most of you scumbags go to like nursing homes and shit to sell them cars and shit anyway. That scumbag shit that goes on, right? I'm just telling you, I promise, you dealerships don't want that. You do not want the negative press. Yeah, this ain't even anything that somebody will recognize me in, but they... Hold on. Somebody wanted to hear it one time. You got to let them hear that supercharger whine one time. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody want to go. That's funny. Anywho's, look, I don't mind letting people hear that supercharger whine, but I'm not out here trying to be stupid. You can get that ticket, sir, not me. That said, just don't do it, dealers. Don't be dumb. You're gonna make way more money off of getting somebody a truck like this at sticker, and then bragging and telling people that you got it, and getting put on good lists like my list and Butter's list and OC Motivator's list and some of the other guys' lists, you know, than being on a bad list. You don't want to be on that list. I promise you, you don't want to be on that list. One of the dealerships is somebody that I know, and somebody had already hit me up. Don't think I didn't message the owner immediately and say, hey, someone said that they're trying to get 20K over on this truck. Is that the case? Messages him, he goes, no. He goes, we don't have any incentives or anything, but he goes, you know, we're selling it at sticker plus, you know, if we have any add-ons that we can sell them, you know, and those add-ons are like PPF and stuff like that. This dealership doesn't sell like the mysterious fake shit. So that's why I was like, that don't sound like. So he looked into it, come to find out, yeah, his sales manager was playing games and trying to get 20K over, and he was going to give like a 5K stipend to his sales guy, and the rest was going to get split between finance and their GM. That is a no-no. He nipped that shit in the bud right there. But unfortunately, that happens more often than not at some of these dealerships. So for you guys that are owners, and I'm not talking about the Lithias or the AutoNations because they suck anyway, but for you guys that own auto groups that are individually owned, right? You need to check your people, because your people are going to fuck around and fuck up your business. I don't want to be like Forrest Gump, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.